Is there a movie you saw as a kid and didn't really think much of, but when you revisit it as an adult, it hit you different? Yeah, The Fox and the Hound is that movie for me. Released in 1981 by Disney, and based on the book of the same name, though very loosely, the film tells the story of a fox and a hound who become friends in childhood but are forced to become enemies in adulthood. As a kid, I never actually watched this movie from start to finish, mainly because I thought it was sad and intense. But in the following years, I always thought about this movie. And in recent times, now as an adult, I wanted to revisit it because I think I would appreciate it more. So I booted up good old Disney Plus and I sat down and I watched it, and whoa, this movie is a ride. Now, I'm going to be talking about various scenes in this movie, so if you haven't seen it, I encourage you to pause this video and give it a watch, so it's not a spoiler for you. Your time begins now. Oh, you're back. Okay, let's continue. The first thing that stands out about the film is the core theme, being where we want to be friends with others, but society says, no, you're supposed to be enemies, and hate each other. When Tod and Copper first meet, the only thing they want to do is have fun and play. But then Slade calls them over, Copper comes back, and Slade gives him that stern look, and so does Chief, basically telling him what you did there was not good, you shouldn't have done that. And Copper just looks confused and sad. He was just having fun with his new friend, but he's getting the message that it wasn't a good thing to do. And when Copper goes to play with Tod again, he gets tied to a post as if he's being punished for that. And when Tod goes to Copper, each time chaos happens. Chief sees him, chases after him, and Amos swears to kill him. Now, Tod and Copper never ask this outright, but if they were to ask, why is it like this? And unfortunately, there's no easy answer to this other than it just is. Hunters hunt foxes, honey dogs chase foxes, and Big Mama, Dinky, and Boomer all say that as long as Tod tries to be friends with Copper, the only thing that awaits him is elimination, lack of education. Tod, of course, doesn't believe that Copper will be his enemy, and when they become adults, Tod goes to see him again. Copper, of course, doesn't want to hurt his friend, but he's a hunting dog now. And it's from this interaction, Chief sees him, gets injured, Copper swears revenge against him, and later in the movie, you see these two best friends fighting each other. And it is so heartbreaking to see. The next point that resonates me is another theme in the film involving Widow Tweed, being letting go of something you love for their own good. Widow Tweed adopts Tod as a baby, and while feeding him a bottle, says to him, I won't be so lonesome anymore. Now this may seem like a small line, but it gives weight to their relationship. As her name, Widow Tweed. Widow. And it's not shown if or implied if she has any children, so Tod is her baby. And she fiercely protects Tod from Amos whenever he tries to kill him. But after the incident when Tod visits Copper as adults, Amos tells Tweed that she can't keep Tod locked up forever. I'm very sorry. I need to get out of a different chair. This chair's creaking is getting on my nerves. Okay, back to the video. The next day, Tweed takes Tod to the forest. And this scene is considered to be one of the most beautifully sad scenes in cinema. And it's the first time that 10-year-old Wayne cried to a movie. The song that plays during the scene is called Goodbye May Seem Forever, and it's Tweed reciting a poem about her relationship with Tod. We don't want her to get rid of Tod, but we know it's the way it has to be. And the worst part is that Tod doesn't understand what's going on. He thinks he's just going for a drive with Mom. He senses something is off, but then Tweed picks him up, takes him out, leaves him in the forest. He doesn't know why she's doing this. As far as he knows, he's being abandoned for no reason, as if his mom doesn't love him anymore. When her abandoning him is the ultimate act of love. She gets into her car, tears pouring down her face, and it's the last stanza of the poem she says that I would like to recite. Goodbye may seem forever, farewell is like the end, but in my heart's a memory, and there you'll always be. And that brings me to my next point, being the themes of starting something new while still keeping your heart open. Tod has a difficult time adjusting to life in the forest, but thankfully Big Mom is there to help and introduces him to Vixey, who he forms a relationship with. And all of a sudden, life in the forest isn't so bad when you're in love. But things take a turn when Slade and Copper travel to the forest to hunt Tod. This was the part of the movie where Kid Me stopped watching. But the part that gets me is when the bear shows up and attacks Copper and Slade, and Tod comes back to save them. Despite everything that has happened between them, and them fighting with intent to kill beforehand, Tod still comes to save Copper. Because that's what a friend does. After the battle with the bear ends, Copper comes to Tod's side, and Slade shows up ready to shoot Tod. But Copper stands over his friend and pleads with Slade to spare him. Slade tells Copper to move, but Copper remains over Tod, protecting him. And when the two part ways, likely for the final time, they give each other one last smile. In the closing moments of the film, with Tod and Vixey sitting on a hill looking down at Amos and Tweed's houses, we hear an echo of Tod and Copper telling each other how they'll always be friends forever. Showing, despite how life made them drift apart, the two are still connected. It's a bittersweet ending, but I think that's why this movie resonates with me so much. It's the honesty about their situation, and not every story is going to end the way we would like it to, but it's those endings that end up meaning the most. The world said that Tod and Copper couldn't be friends, and despite them drifting apart, they will always be. I'm Wayne Landreth, and I'll see you next time.